Ricky, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
You know who knows Frangos? You know who knows Frangos?
Who?
I know who knows Frangos.
Who knows Frangos?
The person on the line, I think, has got Frangos.
What do you mean?
I'm just about to. I've organised someone.
Who?
Mr. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
What?
Do you know Frangos?
I do know Frango.
Told ya.
Who doesn't know?
These two.
Good afternoon, Prime Minister.
You should know Frangos in Petersham. It's a must-do thing for Sydney-siders.
I know Frangos from your lovely friend Tim Blackwell, who regularly orders the tabbouleh,
The tendies, and the chili
chicken.
mayo, and I force it upon my friends here.
What's your order, Prime Minister?
Just make sure with the chicken you have to have the chili as well. It's just magnificent. And all the salads, everything's good there. It's just such a casual place.
Yeah.
And, upstairs you can sit down, but it's
You really know it.
I told you.
Go-to place for takeaway too. So,
Prime Minister,
big crowd.
I'm really struggling because I'm freaking out that right now at 4:41 on a Monday afternoon, we're randomly talking to you about chicken. You're so important. You have so many.
I'm a big picture guy, and this is big picture.
No, but you know the reason, Ricky, I have to tell you the reason I wanted to get Albo on today is because we couldn't get him on after 5 o'clock because that would be after hours, Prime Minister.
Oh yeah. Not everyone has a right to disconnect, and I never do.
I'm actually going to be singing for you in I think in a couple of weeks, Mr. Prime Minister.
Oh, whereabouts?
In Canberra. I'm very excited.
That checks out.
That's where you are most of the time, I'm guessing.
It certainly is. I'm speaking to you from Canberra right now.
Are you?
As long as you don't disconnect for Ricky's show because that'll be on in the evening too.
That'll be weird.
But can you just give us the heads up to this?
Awesome. Where are you playing?
Oh, okay, you can go back to the gig.
I think
This is a free ad.
it's wherever
Oh,
you're
you're
going
obviously not listening to the show.
It's wherever you're going to be. I think it's a Parliament House. So I'm very excited. But are there chicken shops in Canberra? Do you have a local in Canberra?
There are, but the idea that I can just drop into a takeaway on the way home.
Yeah.
Not on. I did drop in recently to the Yarralumla kebab shop, which is pretty good. And no, it takes a whole exercise. You know, there's an advance, and there's all of that. Whereas life used to be much simpler when a couple of years, I've got to say, Frangos have catered for my office Christmas party. You just put in an order in advance and go pick a big tray of it all.
Yeah, I think it's
can't go wrong.
It's a bit dangerous going into your local chicken shops at the moment. I'm not sure if you saw JD Vance pop in the other day to that donut shop. It was very, very awkward over in the
that
US.
was pretty ordinary, wasn't it?
Hey, Albo, I'm going to go for the third time lucky here and try and get you to talk about this right to disconnect because I want to know what it means for us and the people listening because a lot of my friends, we have mixed opinions about this. What does it mean in a nutshell?
What it means is that if you're not being paid 24 hours a day, you shouldn't be on call 24 hours a day. So you can't be penalised. To put it really simply, it's to make people a bit more relaxed in their life. Like so much of the world now is connected up and there's positives about that. But people shouldn't have to look at their phones and answer an email from the boss at 10 o'clock at night if they're in a 9-to-5 job without getting some form of compensation for it or without that being agreed. And certainly what shouldn't happen is that you don't get penalised. So it's understandable from time to time. I might get a text, can you come into work for an extra day? Or can you do extra hours? That's fine. That still will happen. But you can't be penalised if you don't immediately go back to the boss and make yourself available. So it's all about getting that work-life balance a bit more in tune with where it should be.
I feel like because we have smartphones and maybe we're just a little bit late to catch up on this, but we are all so available all the time. Like you're always an email or a messenger or a WhatsApp or an Instagram DM away or a signal from someone contacting you. And I feel like that's where this comes from, right?
It does, and it comes from people feeling like they're under enormous pressure in their life. And life's about a range of things. It's about work, but it's also about enjoyment with your family, with your friends, being able to tune out. So if you're at a gig, watching yourself on a Friday night here in Canberra.
You better not be on the phone, Albo.
You won't get into trouble if you're checking your phone.
Well,
if you can just listen to Ricky Lee and enjoy the moment.
I love this.
And that's one of the things. I don't know if you do this, but I reckon that artists who I saw Florence and the Machine a few years ago there at the Opera House, and she said, "You're right, get out your phones, take a photo now, put them away and just enjoy the gig, enjoy the moment."
There's something
and
about
that's
being
really
present.
What this is about as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we work 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., Ricky Lee, Tim and I each day. Slog it out. So what you're saying is we shouldn't answer the bosses outside those hours.
Well, you can't. What I'm saying is you can't be penalised unless you're compensated. You and I both know that you're compensated for more than 2 hours work a day.
All right, Albo. Thank you very much.
Mate, we love chatting to you. I've just got 2 quick things to mention. I've seen you representing the Hawks a lot lately, and the Hawks are in the finals, so that's fantastic news for our AFL fans listening right now.
Oh, well, first 5 games, they were looking pretty ordinary. They were the favourites for the spoon, not the flag. But a young team just having a crack, really enjoying their footy. They're playing like a great team. They probably don't on paper have the best team on paper, but they're really enjoying it, and they're attacking, playing a great brand of footy. And
he's been wearing the hat everywhere too. I saw you hiking with Toto the other day in the hat.
Not at all.
And then lastly, before we let you go, the 3 of us would love to come to you and Jodie's wedding if there is obviously an invite going.
Yeah, I can MC.
Don't invite yourself to someone's wedding.
I'm just saying we're available. I'm not inviting myself.
DJ.
We're available.
Yeah, you can. Nothing wrong with pitching up.
Mate, thanks for calling through. Go and have a little Frango's burger on us.
Thanks so much, guys.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.